take our aeroflow magnetic jaws, pop them into the vise so the jaws are nice and level with the end of the vise. We take our hose, pop our protective cap off, making sure the hose is cut nice and clean on the end. Remove our socket off our fitting, pop the socket into the jaws with the thread facing inwards. Then we grab our aeroflow hose and then we push it into the socket, just working it around until the hose is all the way up level with the cut line on the socket. Just keep working the hose up until the hose is in level with the cut line. Then we take our aeroflow aero seal and put a small amount on the threads to lubricate the thread and also the sealant on the spigot. Then we'll take our fitting and pop it into the hose socket with a little bit of pressure on the end and wind it inwards, making sure it's not cross-threaded. Once we're happy with that, we grab our spanner, adjust it up, and then wind the fitting into the socket and the hose, making sure the hose is not backing out of the fitting as we're winding it in. Easiest way to check is if this is tight, that the thread is all the way into the socket at a minimum. It can go all the way up to the back of the hex. So with a little bit more, we'll just pop the spanner back on and just finish tightening it until we're happy with how tight it is. So once that's all the way tight, so just give the fitting a wipe off. Just as a last final check, we just make sure the thread is all the way into the socket. Hose fitted up on one end. We now mark our length, lining it up with the cut line with the socket all the way done up. We just put a small mark on the hose. Then what we'll do is remove the hose. We'll pop the hose into the aeroflow jaws. Just makes it easier so you don't have to hang on to the hose. We grab our aeroflow cutters, lining it up on the cut mark, and then just one easy motion just cuts the hose nice and clean. You can cut this with a small angle grinder blade, but you just need to make sure that the hose is clean once you assemble the hose. Pop the socket into the jaws with the thread facing inwards. Then we grab our aeroflow hose and then we push it into the socket, just working it around, working the hose nice and gently, push it all the way up until it's up level with the cut line. For more information, go to autoplumb.com.au.